This morning, the radar is pretty active down in the Florida Keys, but for Southwest Florida, it's all false returns showing up on the radars off to the north. So let's dive down along the overseas highway, and you can see all the lightning with this boundary that's sitting over the Florida Straits. This is that boundary between drier air to the north and some really deep tropical moisture to the south. Well, we're going to be on the north side of that here today, and what that means for us as we slide through the next few hours, mostly sunny. Eventually, that wind does come in out of the west-northwest, and that's going to allow for some slightly drier air, and eventually tomorrow morning, temperatures that are even cooler. So we're going to see some high-level clouds roll in later on today, but our rain chances stay low. Winds are calm right now, and the gusts aren't going to amount to much here today, but we look at the gust forecast just for the direction. You see east-northeasterly now, but that wind shifts out of the west-northwest as early as noon. That's what's going to usher in that drier air. This morning, we're waking up pretty decent. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s between Punta Gorda, Lehigh Acres, and Moorhaven, and low 70s there along the coast. And compared to where we were yesterday, we're down 4 degrees across the board from Golden Gate all the way through Arcadia. Now, our dew point values are fairly comfortable, and those are going to drop as well. So 87, right at our average here today, and you can see tomorrow morning slightly cooler, and our rain chance is going to stay next to 0 until we get to Saturday. The reason? We are going to see that dry air push in. We had a little mini front, if you will, move through yesterday, but we're waiting on a little more significant push. That will come Wednesday into Thursday, and you can see how close that deep tropical moisture stays. So we're to that time of year to where the cold fronts aren't quite strong enough to sweep all the way through, but we will see that dry air, especially central and northern Florida. And Wednesday into Thursday, with the dry air and gusty winds, we'll see our temperatures stay in the low 80s as all that rain is going to stay locked to our south. I do want to get you a quick update on the tropics. National Hurricane Center has a 60% chance of an area developing as it gets towards the islands. Then it runs into a front and a high pressure ridge. Some of the computer models kind of take it to the south. Others just dissipate it as it becomes into an environment that's a little more hostile. Another area off the coast of Honduras has a 30%. Regardless of development, this one will move into Central America and will not be an issue for Southwest Florida. There are the cooler days ahead Wednesday into Thursday, and as the rain picks up here, as that moisture builds back in, we'll go with a 20% chance there on Saturday.